Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're going to be installing a couple of downspout drains for future downspouts and gutters on a house here in Orlando. Let's take a look at some of the things we're going to do. Over here, you can see some of the problems that you might face if you're digging yourself. Here we have a control box, which was buried underground, did not see. We've got sprinkler lines. Of course, we have a sidewalk. If you have sprinkler lines on one side of the walk, no doubt you're going to have sprinkler lines on the other side of the walk. So here's this side. Future downspout is going to go right here. All new gutters. We'll bring that water down. Needs a place to go. And the reason it needs a place to go is if you look carefully, you can see all the erosion going on over here. And that's all from this little channel drain and the roof. All that water comes off the roof and it just floods into the system. I'm sorry, just floods underneath and it's just eroded that whole area. If you think about your roof, a 2,000 square foot roof in a 1-inch rainfall gathers 1,160 gallons of water. So every time you have a 1-inch rainfall, 2,000 square feet, it will gather 1,160 gallons of water. Think about that. How many trash cans is that? It's a lot of trash cans of water. It gives you some idea. So we've got to do something about that. Basically, we're going to bring this water out, tunnel the walk, and go right out here to the sidewalk and put a pop-up. Same thing on this side of the house. You can see we're going to bring the gutter, the downspout down. It'll go into our underground drain, under the sprinklers. Same thing. Here's a sprinkler line right here. Here's the riser. You got to dig carefully through the tree roots. Makes it a little bit tough dig, but again, you can do this. This is not that hard of a job. The reason that this side is important, you can see the stress cracks. See the stress crack right here? What's happening is that water's moving under this foundation and it's causing movement on the floor and on the footer. And so what happens is the block behind the stucco, it moves, it cracks. It cracks right through. This one's cracked clear through the seal. This is a lintel across here, and you can see it's cracked clear through there. There's a lot of movement there. Really important. It's really important to, especially in Florida, that you deal with foundation problems right away. Because if you don't, you're going to spend tens of thousands to repair things inside and outside on the footer. And the way that we do that, we've got lots of videos about that, is that we put footer tiles. Footer tiles run along the footer. Let's take a look. Here's the footer of this building right here. You can see the concrete right here. And the block sits on that footer, but we need to seal this, put a gravel perforated pipe, comes around, and it has to discharge someplace. Sometimes you have gravity. We could run a gravity drain out. Most of the time, you're going to put a sump pump in here and lift the water up. So to tunnel your sidewalk, basically, you can see we already have our trench started so we can lay out our shovel. We use our big shovel to go as far as we can underneath first. We take it from the bottom and we scrape the top. Scrape the top of that concrete. Then you slide in and you pull it out. You may only get half a shovel, that's fine. Takes a little bit, but you'll get right through there. Again, you might get a great big shovel out, or you might just get a few grains of sand. But if you believe you can get through there, I promise you that you can. Basically, you go as far as you can on one side, and then you repeat the process on the other. But we're almost all the way through. Let's just clean it out here. We'll take a look. And you can see we've got a nice 4-inch hole to push our pipe through. Piece of cake. So a lot of people ask, why do we want to be at the top of the sidewalk, the top of the bottom of the sidewalk? If you think about it, we don't want to belly. So we want to be just as shallow as we can. You can see this walk is about almost 6 inches thick. It's quite thick. But the reason that we want to be at the top is because we can't go lower than the sidewalk. If you go down really deep, you're going to lose all your fall, and your pipe's going to end up too low where it discharges. So you go ahead and lay your pipe, hook up your pop-up, that's your discharge. Line goes under the sidewalk, under the sprinklers, and up here, what we want to do is really bend this corrugated pipe so that it comes straight up the wall. So put a lot of pressure on it. And you can see we've got a nice turn going on here. Now we just want to throw a little soil. Just use your hand, or if you've got a helper, he can use the shovel. You've got to pack it around there to make it tight so that it stays upright. This way it'll accept the downspout pretty quick. Get enough soil on there to hold it in place because it's like a spring. There we go. Nice. So we're all set right here. Now we can just go ahead and backfill. So here's our downspout drain. You can see the pop up, goes right up to where they're going to bring the new downspout down. This is 4-inch solid pipe, so when it rains, water comes right down out of there. Also, we've got another one over here, goes underneath this gravel bed. You can see the pop up out here. So when they put their downspout on, all they'll do is just go straight into that line. Real simple, good project for the homeowner. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.